little bit of some quick updates on the bracket. It looks like Ragnarok has just beaten Taja 2-1, and will go up to face Stria in the quarterfinals. So we're getting it's quite a bit faster today compared to last week. Thankfully, we know there wasn't the seeding bug that happened last week. I believe it has been resolved. So we were able to start sooner today, and with the lower numbers, it's also been going on a bit quicker.
Yep, and we are in the lobby. The players are ready. Maddox is ready. The Korean cast is ready. Here we go. Hey, this is a series.
This is a series.
Is this the first time you get to... No, this isn't the first time. I think we casted him during IEM. Papito,
we
mate.
casted both of them during IEM, yeah.
Yeah.
Actually. Never at the same time, but I mean,
I think I'll take the first one, all right? I'll let you have him. I'll let you...
Alright.
Spawning in the bottom right-hand corner of Simulacrum LE, we have the Korean Protoss representing Jin Air Green Wings. It is Creator. Press the wrong button. Hold on.
And in the top left-hand corner map, spawning in the top left-hand corner of Simulacrum, your heart fiddly DLE. I thought you got gas stolen, but he is just taking his own gas. We have the Red Terran representing Mexico, the Guardian of Guadalajara, as well as the team of Shivo.
And Proxy.
He is TY's boy, and he is also proxying over on the bottom right-hand corner of the map. We have Juanito Sasuke.
Mates. Alright. So we are starting off with a proxy. Creator has no vision whatsoever. Oh, the probe just if he went a little bit to the right.
Gas, and he does see that there are no Raxes though.
He does, so he does know that there is a proxy somewhere. He should send out the probe to try and scout things out, but he just doesn't see it quite yet. And
he still doesn't move his probe.
Yeah, he still has no vision of it.
Please.
Creator, please, you know something's coming. He should be able to. He knows 100%.
The bunker is even going to be built here without any vision for Creator.
Yeah.
Creator is just building in the high ground, and probably not the best choice. Cybercore is about to be finished, so it does mean that Stalkers are going to start getting produced. They are definitely what you want versus Reapers, not Zealots.
Ooh, that they are. And
but this bunker, man.
I mean, the bunker can finish. I think Creator, he's going to just sack his natural. Meanwhile, that Reaper is trying to micro as best he can against the Zealot.
And now Creator does see it, but is it too late? Perhaps not, as we have seen in the last game. Creator was able to quickly go into Robobay and get an Immortal up.
I mean, the pylon did finish up. There is a shield battery here on the low ground as well, and that's going to help a lot when it comes to dealing with this.
That it will. Reapers try to go around to try to get a couple more probe kills, and it looks like it will.
Yeah, there is a Zealot in the main, but it's not going to fare too well against the Reaper. But he just has to buy time and hold him off. Meanwhile, the shield battery... The shield battery has finished in the natural, and that'll help a lot when it comes to the Stalkers chipping away at that bunker.
But is it going to be in range? Creator has to be a little more careful. He did go a bit out of position there.
Yeah, he almost got the SCV. One more shot.
He did. Can he get it again? No, not quite yet. 3 SCVs are now starting to threaten the space, and the shield battery is out of energy. Meanwhile, in the main, okay, 2 probes do go down, but the Zealot, even though it might not be able to kill the Reaper, is doing a fantastic job kiting. The SCV goes down, and it looks like this is going to be the beginning of the end of this bunker rush. These Marines are so bruised, and they do get taken out by probes. Special was able to salvage his bunker, and now he's forced to retreat.
Oh, but the Cyclone, though, he canceled the shield battery thinking it was over, but the Cyclone is here, and there's no more energy on the shield battery.
Where is the Immortal? Where is the Immortal? It is not going to be out anytime soon. The lock-on is going to be able to take out this Stalker, and this Zealot is not going to be enough to deal with this Cyclone.
No, he's just going to be able to kite the Zealot. Oh, he needs like another 2 more Stalkers. He needs a little bit more energy on that shield battery, but the Cyclone is going to be able to potentially snipe a couple of these workers, but instead going for the pylon. Oh god, this
is a power move.
Yeah, this...
Dropping the barracks
immediately. He wasted his lock on. He accidentally locked onto the building.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he locked onto his own barracks, if I'm not wrong, actually.
He did. He totally did.
Trying to snipe that low Cyclone, but it's not really going to happen. The shield battery, again, completely out of energy. His probes have been pulled, but it's not going to be enough. Creator needs to get a really good surround, and I'm just not convinced that's going to happen.
The Marine popped out of the bunker as well. I mean, the racks, it does immediately go down, but these 2 Cyclones are so dangerous. But with this Warp Prism, he should be able to micro and fend this off.
But here's the thing, though. If he does hot pickup, what happens when SpeCial just locks onto the Warp Prism?
Yeah, exactly. It's so dangerous. SpeCial can do so much with these Cyclones, but in the end, he does go back home. He is getting a bunker, and he's, you know, macroing up. He's getting his infrastructure up and running. He's got racks on the way. He's got he's got factories. He's got tanks. He's set up. He's all good.
He is. Transitioning to battle mech, it seems. No, actually, bio.
Yeah,
Never
bio.
mind.
Yeah, the
Raxes. Yeah, those are in fact Raxes. I'm a little bit surprised. I would imagine that if you were able to keep 3 of those Cyclones alive this entire time, you may as well try to go into battle mech. But you know, it seems like SpeCial does know better than I do. So
honestly, I agree in the sense that if he had kept pumping out like Cyclones and gotten another factory, I think he could have gone for another push, and I think it would have done really well. But you know, we do have SpeCial instead going for this bio transition. He's getting a tank, you know, which will help so much when it comes to defense. I don't think these Stalkers are going to be able to do anything.
So
yeah,
no, they will not. That's 2 tanks immediately picking them off.
Yeah.
And with these Cyclones still alive, Creator does not want to try to go in with his Warp Prism either.
Exactly, yeah. They can shut down Blink Stalker or anything like trying to get into his main. But, you know, Creator, he does get pushed back, but he does confirm what SpeCial is doing. He does confirm that there are 2 tanks there, so he knows that he isn't committing to this battle mech Cyclone style. So he does come back with that information, and we have Colossus on the way.
That's an interesting choice. Now, I'm not actually sure if the Observer was able to get a full scout into SpeCial's base, because, yeah, there's that scan and snipe on the Observer. But I'm thinking he saw the tech lab being researched on the racks. He should know that he's up against bio.
Yeah.
So Colossus, not a bad choice, especially if he doesn't fully commit and he gets either Storm or Disruptors behind this.
Yeah, as you said, Creator, he didn't get a scout off of the production, but he can assume, especially with the tech lab on the racks, and now he finally comes in with this hallucination. Cool. Yeah, and he's able to scout exactly what SpeCial is building, what he is doing, and he can adjust accordingly. So we have a couple more gateways on the way. We've got Blink on the way as well.
Yep, that Blink is going to be uber useful, especially with this drop coming in from SpeCial, which is actually he's gonna make use of those Cyclones. I don't think he
the Observer just misses it.
He doesn't really, that they don't really scale well into the mid game compared when is going bio.
I mean, that's fair. Like, if he feels like he's safe against like Warp Prism harass in the main, like, might as well just use them to try and deal some damage across the map.
Like so. Oh, if you can manage to snipe the Colossus, that would actually be huge with his follow-up push.
Oh, here he comes.
Does scout us with a scouting zealot or spotting zealot, and I'm just not convinced that there's enough of a buffer here for this Colossus.
Yeah, Creator coming down the ramp, though, really surprising, to be honest. Like, he's fairly safe
you gotta
above.
Show. Well, yeah, but here's the thing: if you sort of stand idle, you want to put a little bit of pressure, so to speak, right? To sort of show your Terran opponent, yo, I'm comfortable to be pushing down on you.
Yo.
I don't care if you trade. Square up! Square up, yo!
Exactly.
What are you gonna do, huh?
Meanwhile, we have a Widowmine drop looks like it's trying to sneak into the 3rd, and oh my, do we have a reaction?
There is a reaction, and
nice.
Nicely done. I was a little bit worried, but considering that there isn't any drilling claws.
Meanwhile, the Cyclones come in once again, but don't manage to get much done at all.
Shut down.
Yeah.
These Colossus, he's not even having them on the front lines. He's just, nope.
Yeah, well done by Yeah, by Creator, like defending his main and his third at the same time, being able to split his units accordingly. You know, loses minimal probes to that Widowmine drop. And now we're finally getting to the stage where Blink is finishing up. We have Immortals on the way, Charge is on the way as well. Creator, he's like getting into the groove of things. Like this is where he's feeling a little bit more comfortable.
I like it. What do I call it? I call it the mid-game infrastructure ramp up or macro ramp up.
But is SpeCial going to let him though? But this is a pretty strong push.
Exactly. This is a very strong push. There are a lot of Vikings. There are a lot of Cyclones that can absolutely snipe the Colossus. And I'm just not sure if Creator has enough of anything right now.
He's just walking up the ramp.
Come in with a bit of a flag. He is just walking up the ramp, and Creator's gonna have to let him.
Oh, but the army is getting cut off from the tanks though.
Much that they are. Tanks are way too far back, but I don't think it's gonna be enough. The bio, the kiting, and the splits from SpeCial are looking fantastic. But sniping off these medevacs, or not medevacs, sorry, these Vikings does ensure that a couple of these Colossus stay alive.
Yeah, one Colossus stays alive, and that's all you need. It's like Creator, it was looking rough for him, but it looks like he may just push this back.
He snipes a tank, and when that happens, the Colossus kind of has free reign on the bio, which is mostly Marines here.
Oh, but there's a lot of
stalkers.
There's a lot of bio there. You don't want to underestimate man with gun either.
No, you do not. But there are, I think, enough stalkers, and Creator is positioning his stalkers fairly aggressively in order to make sure that there's not enough range for those Marines to hit the Colossus. Brilliantly done.
Yeah, and now now we're getting up to the
factory.
Yeah, scouting factory, man. Of course.
Heard of scouting racks, but
we're getting up to the point where we're getting Archons, we're getting more Colossus. Zealot Legs is done, so it's going to be easier to deal with this bio as well as tank composition army. So Creator, he was just able to hold on, and I feel like that was kind of SpeCial being too aggressive. We saw him go in with his bio and completely leave his tanks behind. Like he went like a screen and a half away from his tanks, trying to crush Creator and end the game. But because of that, like they couldn't really support as well as he would have liked. And oh god, he's getting ready for round number 3.
Yeah, that he is. I don't know, I think it definitely is rough. SpeCial is at the stage of the game where he does want to sacrifice his tanks, or he doesn't want to rely on them too much, but I think it actually came down more to target fire. I think SpeCial underestimated the Blink Stalkers and didn't target the Colossus enough with his Vikings.
Yeah, it definitely looks really close. It could have gone either way, depending on the micro. And there's a drop in the main of Creator.
There's a drop.
Oh, that's a lot of workers going down.
And a lot of workers that they are 49, 47, 46 now is all that Creator has got left.
Yeah.
This could potentially force Creator into an all-in, especially considering that he does not have a 4th base.
That was actually huge. Those 15 workers going down, like you can see the massive worker deficit right now, and especially with mules for Terran, like
the income.
Yeah, that's gonna be huge. To be fair, Creator, he does have an upgrade advantage right now. He is on 2-2, so he could push out and do something, right? He has all this tech, he has Archons, he has Zealot Legs, he has Blink, so he could do something. And I believe we do have a run by going down. Oh, never mind. Just Blink Stalkers.
A couple of stalkers chasing down. Yeah. I think we're chasing down a scouting marine ? Rip the factory. And this is actually kind of worrisome. Let's take a quick look how many starports SpeCial does have.
Ooh,
it
Ghosts.
is only one with a reactor right now.
Yeah, and we do have that Ghost transition coming down. We have the upgrade as well on the way. I'm not too sure what it's called. It's what is it?
I just call it EMP buff.
The EMP upgrade. It increases the range of the EMP, correct? Like the radius, I should say.
The radius.
Yeah.
It does increase the radius. It technically doesn't increase the range, but in theory, you know, if you have the edge of the radius, it's a bit of a range increase, right?
Yeah, and this is a very bio-heavy composition. Marauders, Marines, Ghosts, Medevacs. Very minimal, you know, like Widowmines or no Widowmines or tanks or any of the sort.
But you know what? I think I actually favor SpeCial right now if he can land the EMPs.
Yeah.
A nice EMP does go down, but unfortunately he does lose a Ghost. If he can get a couple of more, then I think SpeCial should try to press this, but he does very understandably does not want to. Oh, the force fields though! SpeCial is fighting into location with the force fields, but it looks like he does have more than enough here.
Yeah, all the Colossus go down.
In position. Yeah, now he's target firing with his
oh, but he saved one in the Warp Prism. He saved the Colossus, and now the Vikings are landing.
So low.
He's
Vikings
trying to juggle it.
Land, but actually, my God, the Colossus does go down in the end. But SpeCial has lost so much here. He's lost his fourth base as well as his entire army. But if we look at Creator's income, he doesn't have much of anything.
Exactly.
He's trying to get some High Templar. He's trying to get a Colossus. But SpeCial still has a better army count. Still is going to march across the map. And what does Creator have to defend?
Nothing. He has 2 Archons
caught off guard.
He has 2 Archons, 2 Zealots, 2 Sentries, and a Dream. Right now, just sack the base, man. You can't hold on to that. And again, this kind of comes down to...
And without that Warp Prism that he had earlier to juggle.
Exactly, and this comes down to Creator losing those 15 workers earlier. Now his economy is just in shambles. He's struggling to remake his army, and even though he killed that base from SpeCial, even though he traded well like SpeCial, he's just remaxing. He's just rebuilding his army a lot faster.
That he is, even with Terran production, he just has enough of those Raxes, enough.
He floated his base over.
One.
Yeah, and he floated his main over just to maintain that economy. Oh my God. And
Creator is gonna have to have the best force fields of his life if he wants to have even a slight chance of staying in this game.
Exactly. To be fair though, that was an insane fight, and that wouldn't have been anywhere near as close as it was if Creator wasn't constantly juggling that Colossus and keeping it alive. Like, that was insane. Like, even SpeCial thought it was dead. Like, he was landing his Viking. He's like, all right, like, got all the Colossus. Like, let's go. Oh my God.
But it is definitely a case of Creator winning the battle but losing the war.
He didn't even win the battle.
He did not. I mean, yeah.
But now we have this final, this final push. Yeah, this final push from SpeCial is coming towards the 4th base of Creator, and Creator, he just doesn't have enough. He has 2 Colossus.
He has some better upgrades. He has quite a
the
bit
Disruptor
of
though. Oh my God!
The Disruptor Purification Nova does land, and it gets a lot of damage. But the EMPs also land on the Colossus and the Archons. There's not enough of a buffer here for Creator, and I think it's just about the beginning of the end. The Liberators
are just going to
add insult to injury. There is a Disruptor, but this time, SpeCial splitting and kiting much better. And a final Warpin of Zealots is going to be the final, the last hurrah here of Creator. This is about the end of the end right now. GG is called, and SpeCial is going to be taking game number 1.
Mate.
Best of 3 quarterfinals. Mate.
Mates.
This is why we wanted to catch their series last week, aside from the fact that it was also the only series being played. That was insanely close. Arguably closer than it had any right to be.
Yeah, oh my God. Just letting the other casters know what the score is so far. Chicken Man is jumping into this series as well.
Oh, Trap beat Hero 2-0.
Oh, Trap with the 2-0. Nicely done. He will be I think he faces the winner of the series.
That he does. Meanwhile, we are still waiting for the SpeCial Ragnarok results. The winner of that will go up against Zest. I don't remember if they're gonna hold the semifinals. I don't think they are.
We'll see. I know
we'll
Sinistro does for NA. I don't know if the admins will do it for Asia. Yeah, we'll see. Play it by ear. Are you in the lobby, by the way?
What? No, I am not.
The game started, dude.
What?
They posted the link in the Discord. I mean, I
was looking at the bracket.
No, Yaku. Alright, I'm gonna have to solo cast this one. Oh boy. Yep.
Alright, I'll just nip in a couple of thingies every now and then. I'll fact check whatever statements you have.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
Statements you make.
Unfortunately, like these lobbies, these games are kind of intense. Like they start as soon as they're done, so there isn't much time to jump into these lobbies.
The intensity. I mean, the intensity is towards the end of games. No, before the games even start.
Exactly. Speaking of intensity, here in the bottom right-hand corner of Nightshade LE. We have the Protoss, the Korean Protoss player representing Jin Air Green Wings. It is Creator. I pressed the goddamn wrong button again. There it is. Alright, Yaku, who's in the top left?
And in the top left-hand corner of the map, starting in the top left-hand corner of Zen?
Nightshade.
Night Belladonna, LE. We have the Red Terran, representing Chivo SC2, as well as the nation of Mexico. He is the Guardian of Guadalajara, as well as TY's boy, and that's spelled BOI. We have, get everybody spam your Doritos. It is Juanito. Otherwise known as Major, otherwise known as I Love Altaria, otherwise known as SpeCial.
Otherwise known as Light.
Otherwise known as Princess. Otherwise known as Light.
Yeah, there's a lot of nicknames that he has had over the years, as he was also a pro in Brood War, so, you know, he has that behind him as well. But, you know, this time, no proxy coming out from SpeCial, nothing crazy like that. No proxy from Creator either. More standard openings from both of these players, which is kind of to be expected. You know, like SpeCial, he's not Maru. You know, Maru's not gonna he's not gonna I should say SpeCial's not gonna proxy 2 games in a row.
Yeah, exactly. And Maru's not gonna play non cups either.
Yeah, I mean it's not like it's against generic protocol, like Trap and Creator are here, of course. So, you know, I imagine it's just, yeah, whether he wants to or not, whether he needs to. And yeah, we do have already differentiating from game number 1. We have a Stargate opener here from Creator with a Phoenix on the way.
Okay, if this goes unscouted by SpeCial, it can absolutely cause quite a bit of early game damage.
That it can. SpeCial still has his Reaper alive. It is, you know, scouting around the map, just looking for proxy pylons, but he does spot the Phoenix as it leaves the base. So if he was looking at it, he now knows. It's whether or not he was looking at the minimap or at the screen at the time. So we'll see. Oh, I do believe he did see it. We do have these Marines moving out, trying to intercept it, but they will miss the Phoenix. And again, this Phoenix, it's on its own. It's just coming in to scout. it's not really doing much else. Like it's a lone Phoenix, so it can't even lift things up, really. And
you know, delay a mule for a little bit.
Good delay mule. He actually lifts up the Reaper here at home just to catch it. Okay.
May as well.
Yeah, why not? You know, what else are you gonna do with it? Oh, he's actually committing to this, by the way. 3 Phoenixes already from Creator.
Wow.
Yeah, so
well, alrighty then. You don't really see that too often in PvT. It's generally more of a PvZ build, but it does follow a similar principle. If you can pick up the anti-air units before they can kill your Phoenixes, you basically have free reign over the mineral line.
Yeah, and SpeCial, he should have an idea of what's happening because he did spot the Phoenix at home. He did spotted the one on the other side of the map, so he should know that there are multiple Phoenixes coming out. There are 4 already on the map, and they do try to get into the main, but SpeCial does ward them off as he's starting to ramp up and get his production going. He's going for bioplay once again. No battle mech.
That is what I like to hear.
Yeah, it's always cool to see bio work. You can argue it's like harder to make work. You know, you have to rely on your micro a lot more. But you know, that's why it's also impressive to see, right?
Pretty much. That is why the best Terran players do tend to play bio, or at least 50-50.
Yeah, whether you say best or like more popular Terran players even.
I say best.
Sure. No bias.
Fully biased, but also objective truth.
Exactly. And we do have a robotics bay done by Creator, so you know, we are looking to see. Ooh. There it is, Colossus once again coming out, which, you know, makes sense, right? Especially against bioplay. He did scout all of the Raxes go down, so, you know, looking for a similar composition as game number 1.
That it will, and one thing to keep in mind is that it did almost work out for Creator in game number 1.
Exactly.
I think it did kind of come down to that drop into his main that he wasn't defending against. Kind of forced him into an all-in position. Darth Mono Thank you for the follow. It's not, I'm not observing, I'm just looking at stream.
Thank you for the follow. And yeah, as you said, you know, we spoke about it in game number 1. It did kind of come down to that drop killing so many workers and just crippling Creator's economy. So we'll see. You know what? That could be why he went for Phoenixes, to try and delay drops, to try and stop drops, right? Like, that makes sense when you think about it, where, like, that's kind of where he failed in game number 1, and now he's trying to make up for it in game number 2.
That they definitely are. SpeCial is definitely known for, especially, or at least in TVP, wanting to go for these multi-prong kind of drops.
That he is,
one of the players
and
who
SpeCial,
advocates the most.
He is pushing out across the map with 2 tanks, one tank, a Cyclone, and a bunch of Marine Widow Mines as well. It does get spotted in the middle by Creator, so now it's on him to try and muster a defense. He does have a couple of Colossus. He's getting dropped at the natural at the same time, but it does get pushed away by the Phoenixes. Meanwhile, the main army is pushing into the third, and the Creator's army is looking kind of thin here, but the tanks are unsieged, and same with the Widow Mines. Like, nothing's really ready here for SpeCial.
And lift.
Yeah, his army gets cut in half, and it gets, you know, kind of massacred in a way. He gets pushed back, and he's reconvening with his reinforcements. Meanwhile, Creator, he's getting a 4th base behind this, really bold, thinking that he can, he can afford to expand while defending. Again, they're only 1 tank from SpeCial, just nothing but bio, and he's pushing in, but there are so many Colossus here, and as well as Storm is on the way as well, and SpeCial, he's getting pushed all the way back. The tank goes down, the Widow Mines go down. Creator's just looking completely in control right now.
Brilliantly done from our blue Protoss player.
Yeah, at the same time, a Widow Mine drops, hits the third and the main of Creator, but you know, with minimal losses. There is a Doom drop happening right now in the natural, though. Feedback goes down on the Medivacs, but 4 workers, maybe 5, not really much at all. And Creator, he's going to be able to catch this entire army. Oh, they do pick up, though, and all the Phoenixes are gone, so they can't be chased as they... Oh, never mind, they were just out of position, and they do escape. And the game is looking pretty even right now, to be honest. Like, Creator, he's kind of on the back foot, like, defending everything, but, you know, behind this, he got that 4th base, if you recall, as he was getting that as he was defending. He defends all the drops, you know, relatively well. They have a relatively equal worker count. The Widowmane shots just aren't getting good hits. There are no tanks either. SpeCial is getting pushed back all the way to his main. And Creator with 3 Colossus. Oh my god. And there's only 2 Vikings as well. Unlike game number 1, Creator, SpeCial, he just hasn't invested as much into Vikings.
That he has not. Although some might wonder if Vikings are the proper response versus Phoenixes.
True.
SpeCial, he's looking to try to get some pretty good positions, trying to get off some mine shots on the Phoenixes.
And now he's pushing, the Creator is pushing into the 3rd base, he's killing all of the Widow Mines, he's pushing into the bio as well. Oh my, there are so many Colossus standing strong right now. Sure, there are a couple of Vikings, but it just isn't enough. He's being able to push through the army of SpeCial, and SpeCial, he's trying his best to hold on. He's getting a 4th base behind this as well, but the Colossus, there's just nothing to stop them. Like, there's just too much here from Creator, and GG is called. Mate.
And it looks like we've got a series.
We're going to the ace match.
We are going to the ace match. We are now sideways, 1-1, as both players are equal.
They are, and Creator was looking dominant in that game. Oh my god. Like... SpeCial, to be fair, SpeCial, he was dropping Widow Mines, he was doing Doom drops, he was trying his best to attack at multiple places at once. This time, get into the lobby, please.
I'm in. I saw the yellow and I clicked. I saw the yellow. In fact, I came in so quickly that I am going to be facing Creator.
You came in so quickly, the SpeCial isn't here. Oh my god. My god, yeah, GG.
Creator's asking to go. Don't put me up against Creator.
He wanted to start with Yakuzaku. God damn it.
right, playing special space.
SpeCial is in. Yaku is in. We're here with the Chinese caster Mage. Ooh. Mage, he's been popping up a lot recently.
Mage Mormont. Oh no, just Mage, not Mage. Do you think he's a Frost, an Arcane, or a Fire?
God damn it, Yaku. God damn it. Alright, here we go. In Zen LE, the final map of this series. Game number 3.
Oh my god.
Both players are up 1-1. Mate, here we go. In the top right-hand corner, winning game number 2 in a dominant fashion, we have the Korean Protoss representing Jin Air Green Wings. Green Wings, it is Creator.
And I just caught up on stream. That was a fantastic final engagement for Creator. Woo, lordy. And speaking of engagements, here we have it in the bottom left-hand corner of the map, spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Zen. You gotta be calm, you gotta remain calm. Whilst you do spam them Doritos. We have the Red Terran, representing Shivo and Mexico. He is the guardian of Guadalajara, as well as Juan told me to put TY's teacher here. It is Juanito. Also known as SpeCial.
AKA SpeCial. Mates. This is it. This is the last game. Could go either way. No proxy though. No proxy.
Yeah.
What's going on?
It's kind of surprising.
Yeah. It worked so well.
As you said, these players aren't Maru.
True, very true. I mean, it did work out well for. Yeah, it did work out well for SpeCial in game number 1. Now, kind of forced into this more macro play style. You know, I imagine he isn't as confident in it working more than once. And that's fair, right? But yeah, I don't know. He just looked a little bit out of it in game number 2. I shouldn't say that. Like he was trying his best, but Creator, it feels like Creator, he adapted from game number 1. You know, with those Phoenixes, with that drop defense, he was just on top of it. So it's gonna be on SpeCial to, I feel like, mix things up here in game number 3.
That is something I agree with, but it seems like that's not quite the case for Creator just yet, as we are going into another Stargate build.
Yeah, I mean, if it worked in game 2, just try it again, right? Like, now put it on SpeCial to change, you know?
Did SpeCial skip the Reaper?
I think he did. Yeah.
He is just pumping out Marine after Marine after Marine. It looks like SpeCial is going to be going for a early game push.
Yeah. And, like, that makes sense, right? You know what? You're doing so well with Colossus, I'm just going to hit before Colossus come out. You know? What's going to happen? There's going to be 3 Phoenixes? What are 3 Phoenixes going to do against, like, a bunch of Marines? Nothing.
Nothing. Well, they could try to lift 1 at a time, but
I mean,
die.
Sure, they could. To be fair, Creator, he will be going across the map pretty soon with his first Phoenix, and he will be able to scout what exactly SpeCial is building. So he'll be able to see the Marines, he'll be able to see the tank, I imagine, the factory as well. And I imagine he should know what is happening, and he'll be able to prepare for it. Unless, you know, SpeCial is able to, like, deny the scouting, which is possible with the amount of Marines that he has.
That is going to depend on whether or not they are in position.
Yeah.
Seems like SpeCial is not quite in position yet, but he is trying to hide his numbers somewhat. There's one Creator know that he's going for a big 2-base push.
Yeah, and again, Creator, like, SpeCial, he was trying to catch the Phoenix as it was moving in, and he was waiting at the natural, but it did go into the main instead, so he did miss that, unfortunately. And I think Creator saw the amount of Marines, so he should have an idea, at least, at what's happening. Oh, here it comes. Here comes the push, and this Adept's gonna spot it.
Here comes the push. The Adept does see it, and it is something that Maru used to do back in the day, but I think kind of fell out of favor, so the question is, is Creator well versed to defend against
I love this.
He is throwing down a couple of shield batteries, but I'm not convinced it's going to be enough.
He needs more. I agree. 2 is great, but more is better.
Oh, but if this medevac gets caught off guard, it does not quite yet. It is only one stalker though, and the juggling on the siege tanks. SpeCial not even going to try to siege up. He is going to try to go in with his SCVs to try to get a bunker up.
Yeah, the Immortal does finish up though.
Shield battery, it's already out of energy. There is another one here. The Phoenixes are, the Phoenixes providing a lot of CC, and now the Marines have to focus. I think he has. The Marines forced to focus on the Phoenixes and could not fight the ground army. GG is called. That was just clinical, that defense there.
Beautiful.
From, Creator. It was absolutely beautiful. Part of me wants to say that the map may have helped out a little bit in Creator's defense, but on the other hand, I think Creator would have been fine if it was any other map. Maybe Everdream with the short rush distance, it would have been a little more shaky for Creator. But I mean, man, oh man, he knew what he had to do. He had his Phoenixes in position to lift those tanks, distract the Marines. He had his ground army in place. That was beautiful.
Yeah, and again, you can argue that it was on SpeCial to protect his tanks because he knew that Phoenixes were out on the map. He saw them move out. He knew that the possibility of them coming around and their priority being CCing the tanks was there. So it was on SpeCial to kind of make sure he babysits his tanks with his Marines and protect them from that, right? And maybe not be as aggressive. Like, he pushed straight into the natural, and his Marines were all the way ahead, like trying to deal the damage, but again, there was nothing there to protect the tanks, and you know, the Phoenixes just came in, they lifted them up, and as soon as that happened, it was just over for SpeCial. Like the push was just completely shut down.
That I couldn't have said it better myself if I do say so myself. I'm actually just looking at the stream right now as we see the Phoenixes that were out on the map turned around and they just completely caught the tanks off guard. So it's not like the Phoenixes like ran in from the front and got sniped by the Marines. They couldn't get sniped by the Marines because they just weren't in position to be sniped. That's I just kind of want to shut up and watch this game. GG, there we go. Speaking of which, Xenodactyl coming in with a bit of trivia. Mage has a Twitch portrait of a train. The Chinese word for train and the Chinese word for fire truck is similar, which means that Mage is fire. Or could he be arcane? Because, you know, with trains, portals, no? Probably not. I have a couple of quick updates. It seems like Maddox is going to be heading out a little bit, unfortunately, as I believe Crank is covering, or the only games available right now are games that Crank will cover.
Yep, so he isn't required, Maddox isn't required to leave, but, you know, it's pretty cool that he's like, you know what, like, Crank, he's already covering it, he's going to raid him, and, you know, just watch Crank stream, which is pretty cool.
That's the advice I give to everyone. Just watch Crank stream.
Yeah, just watch Crank. He's great. He's a great guy. So Trap versus Creator is being delayed. Is being held, I should say, as the top semi-finals will be casted first, and then followed by the lower semi-finals, which will be Creator versus Trap. Unfortunately, Zest versus Ragnarok started while we were in SpeCial versus Creator. So it does seem like Renegade is casting that, so, and he's the only English caster, so if you want to tune in to Zest versus Ragnarok, game number 1, you know, tune into Renegade X. He should be casting that. As soon as game 1 finishes, both Chicken Man and the CranKy Ducklings, us, we will jump in and, you know, we'll combine and continue to cast the series, game 2 onwards.
I like the Chicken Man and CranKy Ducklings. I like that the Chicken Man and the Ducklings are casting the same series as. When do we team up?
It's quite fitting, you know, the chicken and the duck, allies of old. It's great to see them coincide. But unfortunately, we'll have to wait. If you want to multi-Twitch or have multiple tabs open, you might as well tune into Renegade and watch that first game. Actually, I'm actually going to do that right now. Because might as well have an idea of where the game is, whether it's finishing up or if they just started. Yeah. Be sure to support the other community casters, whether it's us or Renegade or Chicken Man. Like, we're all here, we're all casting, and trying to bring good StarCraft to the community.
That is accurate of a description.
Indeed.